It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. On play action, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. First carry for Saquon Barkley, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Hurts working in the pistol. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Indy. And the defense defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to sprint them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw, and that time the pressure too much. He'll go down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it. as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he will go all the way. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw, Richardson. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
a run with Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here's Barkley, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that 1st down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the 1st read, the 2nd read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
That ball intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here's first down. Hurt snap. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. On play action, Hurts. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Come on, come on.
To throw, it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Now Barkley. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. To return to Rome Ford. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Watson's going to come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working from the gun, Watson. Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. He gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. From the gun, Watson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And the Colts will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's Watson. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. From the 39. That's complete, David Njoku. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Offense in the hurry up here. Sticking to the air with Watson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Juju Brents with a pick. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
With the score, Colts 7, Browns nothing.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Richardson on 3rd. He's on the move. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go.
First down throw here from Richardson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
They'll throw again, Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts are on the move here. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Watson on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Judy there to grab it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
First time this game they've looked to him. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Running left, it's Chubb on the toss. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Watson has it, 3rd and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Come on.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Now Richardson on 4th down. Rolling out to his left. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Watson. no, they get him yet again. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Fields the hard squib kick. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, Richardson. He's got Pierce. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Richardson. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit. And the Browns take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Connection made to Judy. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the well again. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Okay, great.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, they're to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line.
for 70 Rangers.
On first down, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts trailing by 13.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Richardson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
First down throw here from Richardson. Chased out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And it sets up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
And the Colts, first down.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to Chubb to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Chubb again on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Nick Ross on the stop.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end.